This is Bear and the Bear, and this is going to be a video guide for the game The Walking Dead Survivors. This is about strategies you can use to go out and attack inactive players or players that are just scattered around the map. What I do is I use a random teleport. Just go to other, go to random relocation, hit use, and it puts you somewhere on the map. Now what I do now is I go look around. If I see a high level or decent level like these 11s and 12s, okay, I'll click one of them. I'll look at his profile, look at his clan. Okay, I can see right here, 7 out of 51. It's either the leader kicked all the inactives and they're a small clan now, or it's a dead clan. So it's a good sign that you could easily attack these and really not have to worry about any issues. So then I scout them. You scout. Now I'll show you one report. Let's see here. Let's say I scouted them. Okay, as you can see, not a whole lot of resources, okay? But one thing you want to keep in mind is you want to look and see, okay, what resources do I need? Now, most commonly, most of these bases you're going to attack are going to have a ton of wood, overall. You're never going to have a problem getting wood from players. But let's say, for instance, you needed that water. Well, there's 600,000 water you could get from this guy. Just, thought I'd throw that out there just to give you a mindset of the look of who and why you should attack someone, If you just had the wood, it's so low that why would you bother with that target? You'd be better off to find another better target with more of the resources that you're needing. So keep that in mind. Now I'll go to a bigger player resources. Okay, this one's got a lot of wood, got some water, got some meat, and it's got some veggies. Okay, so this would be more of a use of my energy to attack this player than another player with only a small amount of, of only a couple resources. So if I'm going to choose which one I'm going to use the energy for, it would be this player. Now, the thing you also want to think about too is you want to add up the resources. Okay. Now, roughly, I added up roughly. That's about 2,800,000 resources. Okay, this player has, that's plunderable. It says plunderable. So what I would do is I would go to my formations. Now I put all my strongest troops, my survivors, I put them into my formation 3, because it's basically my weakest attack formation, other than my 4, which I only have 2 spots. So I use my 4th formation to just attack really small, targets, My 3rd formation, since I can put 3 of my best survivors into it, if you look at my kilograms, okay, the weight here, it's 2,800,000, 11,281. So this formation probably would be the best to use to attack that target. Now let me change these so I can show you here. Okay, this is my 2nd formation. Now if you notice the kilograms, it's a little bit higher. It's not like, a whole lot higher, but it just gives you an idea. Okay, now this is my 1st formation. Now, if you remember, the 3rd formation, it was about 2,800,000. So, the 1st formation, this one here is giving an additional 300,000 resources I could potentially loot from a target. So, why would I send out my first formation to attack a target that only has 2,800,000 when I could use my third formation to do that one? See what I'm saying? You want to try to get as much resources from a target as you can with your weakest formation, if you can understand what that means. So basically what this means is you can get the most resources you can get with the maximum energy that you use. You're not wasting any of your energy to get less resources. Okay, it's really important for you to try to, switch over formations dependent on the amount of resources. It might not be. You might not think it's a big difference right now, but if you think about that, if you're able to get 300,000 more resources per attack, per 10 energy, if you do that 10 times, that's 3 million more resources you would have that you wouldn't have if you didn't do it this way. So, what I do is I go about and, hold on. What I'll do is I'll scout around, as much as I can. Now, if it starts to get a long distance, 5 to 10 minutes just to attack someone, at that point, you're best to just go and use another random teleport. And then repeat the process all over again. Then, when you run out of stamina for all 4 of your formations, you can just use a clan teleport and go back to your clan, or stay wherever you're at and wait a few hours and come back and do the same thing all over again. Well, anyway, this is Baron the Bear, and I hope this made sense to everyone watching this, and it helps you out.